Nintendo. Camelot.
Wow. How'd you like it? So shiny. Eh? Oh, okay.
Not good.
What? Even though this is the last Mario game spin-off, Mario Sports spin-off that I have. Do you count dancing? Because that's the one I don't have, Dance Dance Revolution. So this is the last one. So anyways, this is basically going to just be a run through of all the courses. Won't be that long. I do not have 2 characters locked, so let's see if we can get them on the ship. Probably not, but why not? Let's see here. Let's do. I want to do 1 character per course. I figured then we can get a good variety of show off all different styles of characters. Actually, I didn't bother getting the rest of the stars. I just realized that right now. Like, I only got bored halfway through. I just wanted to get Star Yoshi. After I got Star Yoshi, it's screwed. I'm not doing it anymore. So let's do Star Diddy Kong. And we're just gonna do normal cups. So first is the Lakitu Cup. This looks a tad familiar. I actually did 4 rounds of the Lakitu Cup for our tournament. That was going on the internet, so I decided to participate in it and play just do 4 rounds of golf. I didn't win. I think I got like halfway. It was about mid-pack. Wasn't that? I had like 1 bad round. I probably should explain how this game works, shouldn't I? Explaining. Anyways, you go up and down. This is how you choose your clubs. The bar on the bottom is how far you're hitting it. You can press L and R to kind of show your prediction. That's where the ball will land, not where the ball will end up. If you press A to start it, and then you press A or B, you just press A, you get a manual shot and no spin. If you press B, you will get a spin. And also you can actually choose at the end. If you just press A, there's no choosing when that thing's going to stop. It goes automatically. And sometimes it's a little bit off, so You want to make sure you actually do have enough power behind it. Because if you don't do it, well, then you're kind of screwed. You kind of just get half-baked. Anyways, this is the leaderboard. They actually have some really nice names here. Some weird ones. Casey at bat, Mason, Uno, Dono, Lily Green, Noodle, Hank, Nyokini, Mad Cat, Akuku, Sandtrap, At2C, Kamoko, Glorpy, Mana, Bobo, Skeeter, Rikshu, Toad, and then some T-Dog, and Chomplet. See if we can get T-Dog. Keep an eye on T-Dog. I want to see how well T-Dog does. Anyways, you can press B, and you get a power shot. You only have a limited amount of them. And however, if you do have a nice shot, which means you get very far on the left and pretty close to that big, kind of like bluish, kind of aquamarine. See that little, like where the thing started? Then you actually get to save the shot. I'm gonna top spin, which is basically the ball rolls forward. Let's see if I can throw a little bit of this on that would help. Actually, a little backspin or no, yeah, kind of on off the green here. Let's see if I can chip. And so with front top spin. Nope. Super top spin is more top spin than AB. Then you have backspin and super backspin, which is BA. Super backspin. So you kind of see how that works. There's 3 different kinds of lengths of holes. There's a par 4, which the last 2 have been. And there's a par 3, which means you should be able to get to the green in 1 hit. This is where hole in ones are most common because, well, you only need 1 shot to get to the green. Just like that. So that was pretty dang close in just 1 shot. If you have a very bad tee shot, which means that your first shot, then you are a tad screwed for the hole because, well, you really need 1 shot to get to the green, and that's how it usually will work. So the yardage there is 375, which means it's roughly par 4. Take 2 shots to the green. Now you can see those things to the left of those are sand traps. If you hit the ball in there, the ball kind of gets stuck, and it's really hard to hit out of there. It's not likely to hit. You should not hit in there. And also, to see the kind of different layers here. The far here would be out of bounds. If you hit out here, you add 1 shot to your score. Here is just rough. This is deep rough. It's hard to get out. This is not as hard to get out as the deep rough. However, it's not. It's not like you shouldn't want to hit it in there. It's not revised. This is the green where the hole is. And this is the fairway, which is basically the same thing as the green, because the green's just by the hole. What else? That's way too much spec spin on it. Yeah. What else here? There's a little bit on each side of the green. It's a fringe. You can. I think my last putt was on there. That's nothing bad, but it's not good. I can just say that. It's kind of like meh. You can chip from there, like I ended up doing. However, you can putt too if you feel like you want to. It's kind of like a mix there. If you're wondering, the far right is what hole you just did, not what hole we're going to next. And Boris T-Dog's dropping. So this is par 5. And also this is the first example of a hole that has a shortcut. So we're going to drop this in right here. I don't think it's got far enough. Might go in the rough and that would kind of ruin this shortcut here. Oh, perfect. Nope, not perfect. So what basically you wanted to do here is you wanted to hit it through the trees, and it would just plop right in the green. So you can shoot it through. I want to see if I want to shoot it through that. Do I want to be that risky? No, I really don't. So that's what the plan could have been. However, I went ahead and I goofed it up, so we're not doing that. It was a little too far forward, so I'm just gonna chip it forward. It's nice and all. If you hit it in a tree, it is not a penalty. However, the ball does stop and therefore make it very, very annoying. So I could have given it a shot, no pun intended, but it wouldn't end up very well. it probably would have stayed like halfway. And I mean, that's a great shot. So that's an easy birdie. No need to risk it. Kind of mix of, it's kind of like the risk versus reward. It's kind of like poker in a sense. Especially since in real life golf, there's a lot of money being made on golf. I don't play golf in real life. I've played mini golf in real life. That doesn't really count. That's basically golf baked down to just focusing on putting and having fun with the putter. That's basically what that is. So that's actually don't have any really ever play golf. Golf in real life is very expensive. I mean, like, geez, I mean, 150 for some of these clubs. I mean, that's a lot of money. Ooh, that was close. I mean, that is just. I'm not spending 150 bucks. That's I could spend two on a brand. I can get 2 clubs for a Wii U. I'm gonna have to take my Wii U over 2 clubs, and those are really good clubs. So you really don't need those. You could probably get some second-hand ones on. You don't need some backspin. With the rain too, yeah, that was not a good call. When it's raining like this, balls do not go as far. So if instead of hitting like 25, they'll go nowhere close to the hole. I'm gonna hit like 40. Okay, maybe I should have hit less. And also, these are the most dangerous, the gimmies. With rain, and if you don't put enough power on it, it's not a gimme. Anything can happen. T-Dog. Jeez, what happened to you, T-Dog? Casey at bat still last though. Casey at bat, there's no hope for Casey at bat. And also, top right corner, that is your wind. I really should explain some of these things for sooner. I'm almost halfway done with this first half of the hole, and I'm now finally explaining what the heck the wind is. The wind is basically where the wind's blowing. That sounds really, really dumb. But that is the, I mean, what else would the wind be? The wind is where the wind is blowing. As right now, there's no wind, so therefore, where I say the ball will go, the ball will end up going. If I have a good shot, and wow, a little too much power there. I really should have shown off some of those animations, but oh well. It kind of each character has a different animation for a birdie, par. They do different little stuff. It's kind of creative, and I like how the developers sort of putting all the nice little details. I like Camelot. Was it Camelot? Let's go back to the intro and look. I think it was Camelot. That's the developer of this game. I like them. They're the ones who did Mario Power Tennis. They also did that. If you recognize the similarities of the intro with the big science cinematic intro with Donkey Kong, with Wario and Waluigi getting chased all over the place. Eagle, that's basically double birdie, which means you get -2.